So here's how we're going to work with this one, is we need to treat the fractions as if they're just numbers. Okay? So don't be intimidated, don't be scared by them, right? These variables in front, they're just numbers. Like this 5/8, we would treat it just like we would treat 5x. Okay? This 7/8x, we would treat it just like we would treat like 2x. Okay? So we treat them just like numbers. We're going to add, subtract, multiply, and divide with them just like we would anything else. So we still want to collect all the variables on one side. Alright, so it's easier to move the smaller one. So the smaller one would be the negative 5/8 rather than the 7/8, because negative 5/8 is a negative value, making it smaller than 7/8. So we do the opposite by adding 5/8x. And what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. Those will cancel. We bring down the 1/2. And I have 7/8 plus 5/8. Remember, when we're adding or subtracting fractions, they must have a common denominator. Right? They both have the same denominator. They both have 8. So then we just are going to add the numerator. So we take 7 plus 5, which is 12. And I get 12/8 x. Bring down to 7/2. Okay, now that I have my variable on one side, I have to move the constant and get rid of the constant first. So I'm going to get rid of the 7/2 by subtracting 7/2. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. They'll cancel. Okay, and again, when I'm adding and subtracting fractions, they have to have the same common denominator. They both have the same denominator. Great. So we're just going to take 1 minus 7. 1 minus 7 will give me negative 6. So I get negative 6 over 2 equals 12 over 8x. Y'all see that? So, now, this is multiplication. 12 over 8x is just multiplication. So to get rid of the 12/8, I'm just going to divide by 12/8. That way the 12/8 will cancel. What I do to one side, I do to the other. And now when I divide by a fraction, when you divide by fractions, you have to flip the second fraction and multiply. So I actually have negative 6 over 2 times, instead of 12 over 8, it's going to be 8 over 12. Negative 6 times 8 is negative 48. 2 times 12 is 24. And then we should be able to simplify negative 48 over 24. 24 goes into 48 2 times. So x would be equal to negative 2.